what people do, right? So they're in pain, right? Let's say you're in pain, and they hop into another relationship, blindly to feel better in the moment, and they realize after time passes, right? They're having to reflect, and they realize when that relationship fails, they haven't learned their lesson. They're too stubborn, too ignorant, reluctant to change, self-absorbed, egotistic, and narcissistic because of the people that they hang around and associate themselves with. Sneaky, devilish energy, because they don't want to work on themselves. They don't want to self-reflect, and so they will keep going to other relationships. But then when those relationships fail miserably, and it's bound to fail miserably because they haven't worked on themselves, so they think going to different relationships is going to solve their problems. No, it's not. The only person who can really solve your problem is yourself. The only one who can save you is yourself. You can be helped, you can be guided, someone can teach you. They can bring you to the water, but they can't force you or make you drink the water. That all has to come in, that stems from within you. Like I said in all my videos, and I'll repeat it 1,000 more times, love is always an inside job. There's no other way but up. You can go backwards, but I promise you, you will descend, and you will descend further into darkness. You see, the twin flame relationships is a dynamic between two people, the positive and the dark. One of the same soul. Is just a split, because it's split, so the split of the negative, right? The negative side. See, the darkness cannot live without the light. So the darkness feeds on the light. The other party has to choose to ascend into the light. Drop their baggages, drop their negativity, drop their negative ways to come join the side of the light, the positive, the most high God, quote unquote God. Whatever your God is, source, or whatever it is that you pray to, or whatever that you redeem is source, right? It's all the same thing, it's all connected to one. So you see, the twin flame experience is not for the person that is the most light, most bright. It's for the person that is dark. When you're in a twin flame relationship, it's for that. It's not because, okay, for me personally, what do I gain being with you? If I'm more brighter than you, spiritually speaking, if I'm more intelligent than you, because I show more love, I don't need to have you around. But I choose to because it's for a grander plan, right? If I can bring another piece of the whole puzzle, if I can bring the negative to the light, I've done my job. If I can change one person, that's enough. It changes the whole game. So if I can take someone out of the darkness and bring them into the light, and they come into the light, that changes the whole game. You see, if you're in a family and you're in negativity, darkness, if you change, everything changes. Everyone is forced to change, because that is the power of love. Love is always enough because it heals, it lets go. Love is always enough because you just want to be loved. Love is always enough because you know it. Love transcends darkness. Love gives you hope. Love brings peace, because there's no other way but love. Love is the highest form of wisdom, whether one accepts it or not, whether one wants to embrace it or not. It is the truth. Love is the truth. Love is the way. Love is what it is. Love is everything. It's all around you if you pay attention to the signs. People hate me because who I am and the truth I speak and how I choose to live. That's their prerogative. That's their perspective. They're entitled to their opinions. They might say what I'm saying is an opinion. It's not an opinion. It's a fact. It's not no opinion. If you live a certain way, you best believe you're going to get that certain result. If you live with negativity, if you live in lack, if you live in darkness, well, you're going to get darkness. It's that simple. A plus B equals C, right? 1 plus 1 equals 1. Now, in math terms, we are taught 1 plus 1 equals 2. That's not true. In mathematical law, 1 plus 1, if you do your research, it equals 1. In the matrix, there's zeros and ones. 0, 1, 0, 1. Because everything is connected. Everything is one. It's a part of the whole. The whole. If you take a piece of paper and you rip it in half, right? You have 2 pieces. So those 2 pieces put it together, that equals 2. Think about it. Look at my finger. Look at my fingers. 2 fingers, right? These are 2 pieces, right? If I took my finger apart and put it together, that's 2. Now think about it. This is my whole hand. I have 5 fingers. 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That equals 5? Think about it. I have 5 fingers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is what they teach you in school. But does 5 really equal 5? Where did that 5 came from? If I have one hand, I have 5 fingers. That equals 5? No, it doesn't. It equals 1. Because 5 fingers is from that one hand. It's that piece of the whole. So 1 plus 1 equals 1. I have 5 apples. Okay, I have 5 apples. Right? Where those 5 apples came from? 1 seed. The one, the creation, the one. There can only be one. Without that seed, you can't have that apples. You understand? So is there such thing as numbers? No. It's an illusion. Is there such thing as separate division? Is there such thing as races? No. That's an illusion. Because fundamentally, we are all one. No matter what skin color, what complexion, what race we come from, we are all one at the end of the day. Because we bleed the same. So why do we treat each other like garbage? Why do we have issues about different types of races, or you can't marry into this race because of our cultural beliefs when we are all the same? It's just bullshit. It's just nonsense. It's just stupidity. It's lower level way of consciousness. You marry into a family for money. I didn't know that you were so poor that the only thing that you focus on is money, money, money. Seriously? How are you so desperate then that you get into a relationship for money? That, like, every person you with, I'm in it for the money. Then the relationship is not going to last. How about you build with the person? You bring in what you have, they bring in what they have, and you build together. You don't get in a relationship for money. It's not going to last. So that means you're an opportunist. You're a gold digger if that is what you're in it for. And then don't be surprised if the relationship fails. Because you were never in it for good reasons anyway. You were never in it for positivity. You were never in it for the long run. No matter how much you may convince yourself, lie to yourself, be delusional, delude yourself of the truth. The truth is the truth. It doesn't give a shit who you are. It doesn't care about your feelings. It's the truth. Again, here we speak about the truth. We televise, we tell what it is. We don't negotiate with terrorists. We don't compromise. We don't fold for darkness. We will cleanse the darkness and propel them and push them into the light, because that is my job. I came to expose people, and people will be exposed whether they like it or not. Who gives a shit? I don't care if you're my mother, my father, my friend, my sister, my brother. I will expose all of you. I will tell the truth, and you can get pissed. I won't stop, because that is what I was sent to do. And if you don't like it, you can take a hike and jump into the pond. Walk the aisle of shame.